for Joe Wade, and there was a lot of knockout blows thrown in that match too. We're going to see a repeat of that tonight, Dave.
Introducing his opponents.
Prize fighter, Nixon. I've seen him in absolute brawls everywhere he goes, both around the UK and overseas. And a fight looming here against Dara Diablo.
Well, it's a different beast. We've seen him. He was in Las Vegas very recently. But he's on home turf. He's here in his hometown of Newcastle for the fight of his life.
It goes without saying, not going to be for the faint-hearted between Diablo and Nixon, who has been getting some spaces. I think the both men are inside the ring.
Dara Diablo, he's back again. Going to sleep.
You heard it there, the statement of intent from Nixon. No idea how this one is going to unfold, because neither of these two men are exactly prone to being willing to submit, and both of them very, very hard to knock down and keep down. But we're going to keep going here until one of these two men succumbs by one of those methods. Dan, you've seen these two men in matches against all sorts of opponents. What do you think the key to victory is here for one of these two?
You can't train your jaw. That's my advice. You're going to see some swinging. They're going to go for some kicks, I imagine, if you lose Nixon. But it's that punch to the jaw is what you want. But I will say, Nixon has more tools in his belt with those submissions.
Diablo, though, very sly, very wise. He's got a lot of years under his belt, and he knows exactly how to lure an opponent in. Keeping Nixon waiting.
He's an accomplished fighter himself, though. While Lou Nixon, you might see him in formal contests, MMA, kickboxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You'll see him on the mat where there's rules. If you're going to see Dara Diablo fight, it's on the streets of Hull.
Diablo himself. He is known, and he's coming after Nixon here. Big right elbow, though, to the face there from Nixon. Nixon asking his hometown crowd if they want to see him put more of a beating on Diablo, and I guess it was a rhetorical question, because we all know what these fans want to see in this match.
What's happening here?
Well, you talk about the hometown advantage. Here it is, coming into play in the most obvious way possible. Look at the fans helping him out here as Nixon. Shot to the chest, leaving his handprint on Dara Diablo. Beat down by multiple young fans as well as Nixon here on Diablo.
It's like a prison riot out there, Dan.
It's all legal here. No one's going to get disqualified. We're going to keep going till that knockout or submission. This could go anywhere. It already has. Gone all over the place.
I just want to clarify, this match was born out of pride. It's two hard lads looking at each other going, I can knock you out. No, I can knock you out. This is Lou Nixon playing the biggest mind game he possibly can.
Making sure Dara Diablo knows that it is very much an away fixture for him here tonight. Diablo able to battle his way free from a pile of bodies there who are all surrounding him.
Pride must have taken a shot, you got to think.
Diablo back in the ring, but hurting. We've already seen he went for an elbow there. It was a wild attempt at the elbow. Nixon very easily able to trick Diablo. Nixon with the kicks to the chest. Diablo on his knees. Not looking good. But Dara Diablo at the moment, the kicks keep coming at an increasing pace here from Nixon. That kick, if it had found its mark, may have knocked out Diablo. Diablo, though, able to drop Nixon on his back, and Diablo, just as quickly as that, turns the pendulum back in his direction. Nixon, front face lock.
Trying to control it. Like I was saying before, Nixon has a few more tools in his belt.
Diablo, though, that ring awareness, knew when he was in the ropes. Nixon willing to oblige with the rope break, a couple of cheeky little slaps around the top of the head there.
It's probably not what Dara thought would be to start off. Desperately trying to get this into the fight he wanted.
Becoming that fight. Diablo taking the legs out. Here we go. A brawl between these two men.
It's a scrap, Dave. It's a scrap.
Nixon. Ripcord elbow. Diablo collapsing into the ropes. Toe hold. Diablo, I think, was able to make sure the throat of Nixon just bounced onto that middle rope. Now Diablo taking full advantage. Diablo, so skilled at turning a match on its head in a split second. We've seen him do it here. Sending Nixon into the corner. Suddenly it is Dara Diablo who is dictating absolutely everything that is going on inside those ropes. Or is it? Here comes Nixon again. Quick flurry of chops to the chest here from Big Lou Nixon.
Flashy shots.
Shorty Judas sending Diablo across the ring. No, he's not. That got reversed. As he comes out of the corner, Diablo almost taking Nixon's head off with a clothesline. Diablo, never short on confidence. Announcing to the crowd what he's about to do to their hometown boy. He's going to choke him out, he says.
Trying to lock those thick arms around the neck of the Shorty Judas.
Nixon with Diablo on his back. Able to force him back into the corner. With elbows to the side of the head, right to the temples here. Dara Diablo. Exactly the kinds of shots that really could knock you out. Diablo leapt into the corner. Big mistake from Diablo. He pays the price via the German suplex. And Nixon is holding on. Nixon has him up on the shoulders. Nixon's going to go for the go to sleep. And he got him. Diablo's knocked out. Surely. I don't think Diablo's going to answer the count here, Stan.
To the count of 10.
Count happening quickly. Already more than halfway through it. Diablo moving. able to roll out of the ring, the quickest way to get onto his feet, and the quickest way to beat the count of 10. Smart, very smart from Dara Diablo.
You can see his eyes were glazed over, he was lying out there, but all wanted to spit in the face of Lou Nixon.
And that has enraged Nixon, understandably so. Nixon's going to grab the leg here. Nixon getting into the ring. Diablo goes behind. There's a German suplex from Diablo. Looking for the gut wrench maybe. That's up on the shoulders. Is he trying for here? He's looking for a tombstone pile driver. That's exactly what he was looking for. And he got it.
An awkward landing on that tombstone as well.
And Nixon might be out cold.
It's almost like he was targeting not the neck like he would for a pile driver, but the top of the head. Dazing Lou Nixon, might go for a knockout.
Just jarring the neck of Nixon at that awkward angle. Nixon is moving though. I think he might beat the count here. Referee's up to 8. Diablo sees he was going to break it, so gets straight back onto him. Going to try and choke him out again. Nixon is fading. Nixon trying to power back up. Diablo though just will not break his grip here on Lou Nixon.
Got that. Got a judo choking.
Nixon able to use an arm drag of sorts, then sweeping the leg. Great way to escape. Side kick there from Nixon into the head of Diablo.
There was a kick right in there. It's over.
Referee saying it's over. Diablo's eyes are glazed over. And Nixon gets the knockout victory that he wanted against Dara Diablo. And it came from absolutely out of nowhere. Just in a heartbeat, Nixon taking away the consciousness of Dara Diablo to win this one by TKO.
And a victory at Bloodsport, a victory in death matches, but does it compare to a victory on home soil here in Wrestling in Newcastle for Lou Nixon, the Geordie Judas?
There's going to be a party on Tyneside tonight for Big Lou Nixon, your winner by knockout over Dara Diablo.